Good morning, brats. Okay, so this is Rob Twizz, and he's having coffee with Karim, which is really funny, play on words. Um, this happens to be Karim Jovian, but I've seen him in a couple of videos with Rob, so we'll touch on that too. Let's go.
Um, he is a talented writer, performer. He's done a lot. We've worked on a lot, and I've been in a couple of his music videos, and we actually shot some music videos, and we shot some songs that we haven't made music videos for. So they're still in the works. They're coming, and we got a lot more that hopefully we do together. So without further ado, introduce yourself.
Well, you kind of alley-ooped me right there. Rob Twizz. I'm born and raised in the Bronx, from Yonkers, New York. Hip-hop artist, songwriter, musician, everything you need me to be. I'm here for it. The music world, I'm here for it. I've been doing this for a minute. Like you said, we got our joints together. So your fan base may be familiar, maybe here and there from seeing me on a couple records, but it's been some time.
Yeah.
It's been a couple years.
Yeah. So why the long break?
Writing. I want it to be perfect, and the game just changes so much.
Yeah.
Every few years, it's almost like you got to reinvent or take a step back and see what's happening. So that's where I've been at, and just upping your quality.
That's good. That's good. I've seen like a lot of the quality's been really good lately, and I wanted to let the viewers know a little bit about how you started, what you did, and you were featured on MTV's Sweet 16, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Talk about all that.
All right. Well, let's take it all the way back then. We got a time limit or not?
Nah, go ahead.
All right. Cool. So, it started from you're a social media guy from MySpace for me. I had a pretty good presence back on the MySpace days. This chick ended up reaching out to me, finding my music through there. Hit me up, flew me out to perform on MTV Super Sweet 16. I'm talking almost 10 years ago at this point.
That's great.
It was with Baby Bash, Paula Deanda, a couple other old
Oh,
guys.
wow, really? Baby Bash. Nice.
Yeah. Baby Bash tried to come crash my set, but I didn't let that happen.
Oh, yeah?
He was getting hyped, apparently, and he was trying to get on my float because that was like the intro to the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it started off with that, and I just kept my traction going from MySpace pretty much.
Okay, so from there, this is one of the videos where they're both in it. It's called Lie to Me.
See, chick, please. I can do better myself. Diamond rings,
Karim is singing.
shopping sprees. Girl, I'm bad for your health. She says, lie to me, lie to me, lie to me. Girl, I'm bad for your health. She says, lie to me, lie to me, lie to me. Girl, I'm bad for your play.
Damn, but she don't even wanna listen. He gon' keep breaking that frame, cause she don't see the bigger picture. He fuck around with two mistresses, she still give him forgiveness. He make it up with some gifts and act like every day's like Christmas, get this. And now she bragging how he whining and dining on social networks, posting pictures, bad and new shiny diamonds. Either she legally blind or love the way that he lying, but deep down inside she be crying. I can marry a wine, it's like, if you creepin', just keep it on the low. Fuck them hoes, I don't even wanna know. What if I did this to you? Would you care or would you watch me up and go? I got other do.
There's Karim. Alright? So, every video that I show, I will put the link in the description. Okay? Let's keep going.
It's like you were literally like on the level of these guys, like Baby Bash, and they're like huge. So you're huge. So now that you're kind of like taking a step back and you're starting to do a lot more serious work and more serious projects. As we get older, we become more serious with what we make. So what are you working on right now?
Well, I think the biggest thing or the newest thing that people may or may not see me kind of crossing into is I'm big into MMA, I'm big into fighting, but with that side comes a lot of struggled youth. A lot of people you work with is the people with hard come-ups. So I've been making a lot of motivational music. I've been trying to make fighting music, but in a positive way, like grind music. I'll make a announcement right now. I've actually decided to become a full-time ambassador with Spar Bar. They're a new invention that you may see. You can see every major boxer using. Anthony Joshua, even to the old heads, Roy Jones. They got Kevin Hart hitting that thing. Ryan Garcia. Pretty much it's a new the Spar Bar. You pretty much punch the bar, the thing comes swinging back at you. So,
You want to show it?
yeah, sure, if we could find that. So I'm going to make their new official song for them, and they're going to end up going on tour, kind of like the Harlem Globetrotters, but they're going to take their talented youth on tour and perform, and pretty much use my song as like their motivational factor. And
That's actually a really genius idea.
yeah, genius, and like it's a lot harder than it even looks.
Yeah.
So I got some coming my way. You're more than welcome to hit in the gym and trying it out.
Oh yeah, I'll be down, man. I love things that kind of work on your coordination.
I swear. Competition always. Okay, let's try. Try the MMA cipher. I was going through the lyrics because it's a lot. It's not simple. Alright, here we go.
Okay, HMMA, hip-hop and martial arts. Rap game of torn ACL, it need bars. My mink game like John Jones is too raw. Leota with it really got it dragging on the floor. Part of me thinks Bruce Buffer could be, boy. Foot in their face like Silver DeVito. Called Paige Van Zandt, told her meet me abroad in Italy so I could go and get Bella a tour. Man, Max Holloway told me it was God's plan, but I don't really got no love, I'm God brand. Unless Karate Hottie can meet me in Thailand.
I can't show you guys everything because this thing, like I said, but he has got his hand in pretty much everything. So, alright, let's go back. Let's hear what else Karim has to say.
You always got to keep your brain tip-top, man. You know, like with the twitch reflexes and everything. You know, that works the mind just as much as the body, which is very important. So that's cool, man. Congrats on that. That's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
You do music for MMA fighters too.
Yeah, exactly.
So how does that work?
So my boy, shout out to Castriot, Gemma, go check him out. He fights in Bellator. My other boy, I got a couple boys fighting Bellator. So I started off, you know, he's my boy. So he came up with the idea like, yo, fuck with your music. I'm allowed to curse. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Fuck with your music. Make me a walkout song. I'm like, hell yeah. You know, I've been watching UFC before it's been kind of popular. Like right now, I feel like it's on the incline and the peak. And since McGregor, Ronda Rousey, all that stuff, people watch it. But I've been watching it over 10 years. And I was like, yo, hell yeah. Bellator is the second biggest organization. Did a walkout song for him. And like every time I'm hearing it in the arena, people getting loud, people getting hyped for that shit. Kind of liked it. I was like, all right. My other boy fights for Bellator too. Just made his walkout song for him too, and then he's showing me support from all these other fighters from his gym, like showing, just like loving the record and saying how much it gets them hyped up. So I decided to do a MMA cipher, kind of similar to how I do the Halloween ciphers, but just me by myself. And I kind of name dropped all the UFC fighters, and
he does all the Halloween ciphers. It's crazy on YouTube. The Chucky, the Freddy Krueger, and all that kind of stuff. I think he writes it all, and then he disguises himself as one of them. I know, it's something else.
MMA fighters and use their names as punchlines. So that's literally the last video I just released. And that caught some traction here and there. So we're trying to push that out. But actually, the biggest thing in that community, I guess, is I ended up name dropping John Jones, which is my favorite fighter. Maybe my favorite athlete in existence.
Nice.
He ended up seeing it, hit me up, follow me, post my shit on his IG.
That's dope.
Yeah, just show mad support. We've been DMing each other here and there, and it's just been mad love. And just something so little like that was like, all right, I like this lane. The guy who I'm the biggest fan of, because I'm more fans of, I don't really care to meet artists. Like, it'd be cool, because especially for networking and all that stuff, but for me, I'm so big into fighting. It's like, damn, John Jones. So getting his attention and having him be like, yo, I can't wait to see you blow up.
Unbelievable. You know, I mean, he's worked with Bizarre from D12 probably more than twice. I can't off top think about it. He's been lucky enough to work with Fred the Godson, you know, from Jadakiss. I mean, the list goes on, and he's like, let's just jump into MMA. Why not? Oh, okay, great. We'll hear more of this cipher.
Derek Lewis looking like Chris, a wide man, goddamn. Shut him down, open up shop. Francis Ngannou move heavyweight up on the block. Don't call me with the yeah, you get caught, don't cry. That's more white than Dana, and more coke than Scott with the blood clot. Yeah, alright, let's get started. Let's go. I'm Khabib with the squeeze, most of them can't take it. They like Kim K, get caught in the rear naked. I was with Stipe playing cards in Croatia. Cruising like Dominic, think I'm Brian Ortega.
Telling you. He can do it. Alright, let's go back.
But like, I really fuck with your bars. Damn, anytime I'm feeling like low or having an off day or having a mind for it or something, I'm just like, all right, there's people out there who have expectations for me, so.
Yeah, man, that's huge, man. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's like, it's a great avenue. Like, you're finding your niche. Like, you could just kind of like, you know, that's a huge business right there. You know, imagine you making music for like a lot of their.
And it's like it's pretty much an untouched market. So down the line, I'd love to get it into the right hands. I think UFC even has a label. I would love to do a soundtrack for the next video game. I would like to do just like an MMA type of EP or something. Aside, because I'm always making my regular music, which is like, you know, got the love songs, got the hard stuff, got the party stuff. But my niche market right now, I'm definitely trying to do something that hasn't been done before as far as.
That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah.
So, with that direction now, you feel like it's more fulfilling in a way?
As long as I'm having fun,
yeah,
it keeps me happy, and that's just something that's like comes easy to me. If I know I'm gonna write something or write a cipher for it or write for a fighter, like it comes easy to me. So it's like, yeah, it's definitely fulfilling.
That's cool. So you you know, first I want to ask you about how you feel about the hip hop world now and in its state.
I mean, it's definitely confusing because there's almost like there's no blueprint to it. Obviously, most people spend their time online. If you spend your time online, you see what's happening. It's a lot of gimmick. It's a lot of you're better off. You'll probably get more views and traction to your career if you meet your favorite artist and punch them in the face, rather than having a song with them at this point. That's where this world has taken us. So like the music world, as far as like being a relevant artist, it's at a whole different space right now. But as far as actual music, if you dig enough, you'll find valid artists. Just unfortunately, if you listen to the radio, there's only like 5 of them at a time.
That's true, man. That's actually a valid point you bring up. And it's like that, and you know, I come from the social media world and YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff, and that's where we post. It's like the drama has become more important than the creativity and the art.
Yeah, you know what? While we're at it, I don't follow it too much, but actually my cousin sends me stuff here and there. I see like YouTube boxing is becoming a thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I see dudes like hit, and they're getting a lot more views than some of these HBO guys.
Yeah, they did, and it was actually a big deal. I remember it started with KSI and Joe Whaler. I met him. He was a really cool guy. They had some beef, and they're like, let's settle it in the ring.
Yeah, which is respectable.
Yeah. So, but you know, they built it up. I think they built up the hype because they knew they had some viewers and they're gonna get money off of it, right? Yeah. You know, because a lot of this stuff is fabricated too.
Yeah.
And then they moved on with Logan Paul and KSI because KSI won the match with Joe Weller.
Okay.
And it was actually the very first pay-per-view match I actually bought into. Like I actually bought.
You bought it?
Yeah. my girl was like, what is this? I was like, no, these are YouTubers and they're punching each other in the face. I want to see them. So it's like, it was pretty crazy, man. They had a whole bunch of people like undercards.
I think, by the way, not only is he a YouTuber, a singer, I think he also does skits and music and all kinds of singer. I think I did say that already. There's just so many things that he does. He uses a different name as well, and then his YouTube channel was under something else that was different. I don't know if he cares for me to shout what it is out, so I'm not going to. But yeah, so he's been around for a minute, and he's got a lot of skills, obviously. Let me see, what's the other one that he was in? I didn't put it up here. Was it A Great Big World? Maybe. We'll finish the MMA one. It's a good one.
Yeah, this is T-City, young Twizz got the bell. Party with Nate Diaz, puffing up on your L. Don't say that shit too loud, Kobe look like you tell. Conor McGregor said he proper to call 12, that's a fact. So 50 put a milli on me. Homie said get the strap now, Nunes got 3. I could buy Holly a home if she kicking on me. Shorty ride a cowboy like the kiss her on me. Johnny Walker, the kid just joking.
I swear, he's always having fun. Alright, okay. So back to YouTubers getting punched in the face.
A lot of other YouTubers, small YouTubers, and
were you familiar with them?
Yeah, Scarce, he's a friend of mine. He doesn't post much on YouTube anymore. He lost weight for it. He was like really heavy. He was like a fat kid.
It's crazy.
So he lost weight for it, and it was an alright match. It wasn't too crazy, but he got something good out of it. Lost a lot of weight, got some attention. But you know, they made a lot of money. The tickets were like maybe around the 60s or 100s, and then
it's like a normal,
and then the pay-per-view was like $8.
Oh, okay. Oh,
so
that's good.
Yeah, so it's pretty insane, man. Like, and I was thinking about like, shit, I should be in a boxing match. That shit was trending.
So
man.
who do you got beef with then? Because let's set it up. Pick your poison for me,
bro. I don't know, man. It's like I don't have beef with anyone. I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty.
We're too old for that.
I think like, you know, it's easy to let go of issues, but if someone wants to fight and like they want to settle it, you know, I'll be down. What about you? You be down to do a boxing match?
Hell yeah, let's set it up. Tell me who you don't like and pick your poison, because I've been fluctuating in my weight, fucking around to see what I can dip low to and dip high to. Mm-hmm. So I know I can get as low as like 145 and as high as like a $185. So anybody within those weight classes, you got 45 pounds to play with me. So whoever Karim don't like, let's set it out right now.
Oh my God, I'll be Dana White. I'll be paying for that shit.
Yeah, he's taking all my money then.
And taking all the money too. Yeah. But no, man, that's actually a really cool. It's a really cool thing that's going on. I think it's a cool avenue. Who knows? Maybe we should give it a shot. I'll be down. I will be down.
Not want him
but
to
you see,
do
the thing is, I might
all.
look like a small guy, but my mind is my weapon. Like, you know, when I want to train for something, I become 100% part of it, and I train. Yeah. So I'll be with the quickness. I'll be the Bruce Lee. Anyway, so tell me, like, do you have any music videos coming out now or anything that you're working on right now?
Yeah, for sure. So like I said, I just put out the MMA cipher, which is kind of just content to put out. But as far as my official stuff goes, I got another video. I literally just downloaded it this morning.
Okay, we're gonna check that out.
Yeah, we could peep that. And I'm just getting ready for the summer. I got the party records. I got the girl records. I pretty much got like 2 albums ready at this point from what I've been recording for the last 2.5 years. So it just comes down to picking the right records. And I'm starting to notice it's better to invest your time and money into one project instead of just putting out a lot of little content or lower quality. So I'm definitely trying to up my quality and push a few select singles.
So when you say like one project, like, you know, what do you mean? Like,
so
how does that work?
Just instead of like investing my time and money and everything into putting together a 25-track mixtape, which is pretty much what I'm like sitting on, I'm better off picking a solid 5, 6 records, called it an EP, and invest, like I said, instead of making 4 videos, invest into 1 or 2 videos that are, you know, top-notch quality, and just to push, because, I mean, it's a fast-paced online, so I know that people want new content instantly, 24/7, but
yeah, it's crazy.
it's a hard medium, but I think it's better to put out quality material over just, you know, average work every week. I'd rather put one solid thing out every few months or something.
Whatever works for you.
Yeah, it's whatever works.
Whatever works for you, just keep doing that. All right. So this over here is your new music video. It just hasn't even been released yet, so it's kind of like an exclusive.
Yeah, it just got transferred to me, and I just looked at it, so I probably only watched it once. So.
All right, so let's check it out.
Say a prayer, bitch, bang, hopping out the range, feel like bad rain, with the gang, feel like young Jermaine, money ain't a thing, what's the word, please don't talk about it, show me that you mashed up, who you fucking rhyming, I feel like a Bane, I'm a beast, I'm a dog, only be out like it raw, send a DM, tell your ass, so to get it on the floor, I'm in Jersey, moving dirty, feel like Curry in the floor, I'm like Thanos, miss my favor, when I'm snapping in the wall, fucking thought, don't come with the hammer, unless you let it go, you a fuck, pussy, of course, when you approach a corset, I ain't a killer, but don't push me, revenge is still the sweetest thing, right next to getting pussy.
I mean, it's good to see that
Very
you're still
Tupac.
releasing content.
Very
Do you
Tupac.
see yourself like there's gonna be like a point where it's like, all right, if it's not working out, I'm gonna have to switch my lane, or what exactly is success to you? Because I know there's a lot of people that are watching us too that, you know, they're probably following in the path of creating music or just being creative in general.
Yeah.
What is success to you?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's enjoying what you're doing. As soon as that gets sucked out, you may want to double check where you're at mentally, because if you're not having fun with this and you're not enjoying it, or you're doing it for a whole different reason, then you could stop. You can stop before it even starts. I don't know. Like, obviously, people put certain numbers, certain ages in your head, just like anything else in life. What you want to accomplish by a certain age or whatever.
Yeah.
Things don't work out as planned.
The thing is, I'm gonna throw a couple of gems if you don't mind.
Let's go.
So basically, the
Always fun. Okay. This name looks so familiar.
yeah, but it's okay because we
Yeah.
had that life, that early
Yeah.
life, you know.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to make a video about that, you know, and it'll be a cool concept to make a rap video about it, about how, you know, if you want to help me with it, like we could make I'll put it on my channel. It would be pretty interesting because I feel like the 1985 to 1985 to 95 years
Yeah.
were the best years for
Golden.
people who are born in those years.
Oh, absolutely. Everything from athletes to sports to
Yeah.
music.
Everything was amazing.
I thought
at that
about
time.
that
and,
today,
and,
too.
And then the reason why also for us, we got to experience everything. Like you said, the best of both
Yeah.
worlds. We got to experience life with no technology. I didn't have a cell phone until I was like in my 20s, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like we had that lifestyle. No phones, no YouTube, no nothing. We just played outside, played video games when the video games came out, tag, handball, all that good stuff.
Yeah, man.
And then finally, the internet started getting popular because there was no internet either, and it started to just come up. Remember dial-up and
Yeah.
AOL and all that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
And then we just started getting exposed to it. So we lived our young life the way it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. The way they have it now, it's not how it's supposed to be. And then we moved into the
It's
internet
true.
world, and then, boom, we got to experience the both worlds. And then the people who are born into this, I feel kind of bad for them because now they're gonna grow up with this complex, and fuck them up.
I mean, we had cell phones in high school, but like, they looked like they were recorded by Potato. But if we had the internet, we'd be going viral left and right off of stupid shit. It almost makes you want to be an asshole just to get clicks, you know?
Yeah, I was just talking about that too. Like how crazy it is. Like we used to do a lot of crazy shit in high school.
Yeah.
And we're like, yo, imagine we had like our phones recording all the shit we did,
Yeah,
man. Nobody's doing that shit right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but then again, maybe we're lucky because that probably would have ruined our lives.
That too. You're a whole different person from high
Yeah.
school too.
So I'm kind of thankful for that.
Yeah.
Now let's jump into something a little more it's actually kind of sad. I didn't know who he was. I did some research on him recently when I heard the news. But Nipsey Hussle passed away. May he rest in peace. It's actually kind of insane.
That's right.
All the good things this guy was doing for his community and what he's been pushing for. I, I couldn't believe that there was somebody out there that's really like giving back. Cause I remember I used to always be like, man, when someone makes it big, they don't give a damn about their hood anymore. They just bounce and they up and leave, and they will come back for like for publicity and all that, but they don't really give back. And I haven't seen anyone giving back like Nipsey, like giving back to building and giving homeless people work and really helping out.
Struggling
Supposedly he
artists.
got shot and killed by someone he knew who was like a snitch or something like that. So he called him out for it, and he shot him right in front of his business, the Marathon clothing line.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what are your thoughts on that, man?
I mean, it's sad how like somebody you never met or even know can actually like hit you emotionally or mess up your day or your few days. I obviously, like anybody else, people who aren't attached to him, you're probably gonna not talk about it in 2 weeks, but it does affect everybody. It's just crazy because you would think, at least from my experience, growing up from a child to teen to even mid-20s, that's when you have the most problems, and you really gotta close your circle. Or you're not successful yet, so you're still stuck where you're stuck at, and bad shit can happen. But he's 33 years old. He's successful. He's a business owner, entrepreneur. You wouldn't think you'd get caught up in something like this. You would think you're already past that stage, So just to have it happen in general is awful. But to get past so much as a troubled individual, become this successful, and then lose it, it's just like how. That's when you start questioning like how the world works in general. So it's just crazy, man.
So I remember you telling me something about his tweet and like how it's crazy, like people coincidental, like people just kind of feel.
It happens so much. It happens to people I know that pass away, people who are close to me. It's almost like they have some type of notion, like I'm not gonna say. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of weird to say, but like
they kind of feel something.
It kind of maybe like you feel something or you catch some type of other sense. It's not really coincidental to me because now I've personally seen it happen a handful of times.
Mm-hmm.
We got people. I mean, just look back. Go look through his tweets. It's not like. Let's use him as an example right now since we're talking about it. It's not like he was putting out like a lot of his stuff was just like videos, retweets, stuff like that. He wasn't really writing inspirational stuff or not that often. So the fact that it happens an hour before, 2 hours before, it's like you must know something.
Wow. Damn, I didn't know it was 2 hours before. I thought it was like a day before or something. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad. It really is. I listened to some of his music and stuff. It's pretty good.
So another thing about that, if you really want to be supportive and people are online posting pictures and stuff, just stream his album. He's a smart dude. He owns all his masters. So when you listen to Victory Lap, he owns all that. All the streams go directly into his pocket.
Nice.
Something like that is a way you can support.
Yeah, that's how it should be. That's amazing.
I love that album.
So, what do you think about the conspiracy theory? You believe that or not?
Like I said, it's kind of a weird coincidence.
Yeah.
So I'm not. People can believe whatever they want to believe. There's kind of two sides to it, just like anything else. Like,
it's true.
It makes you think, all right, it was just his friend. He was salty about something and whatever. But then you start digging a little deeper, especially with the documentary he was working on, the Dr. CB, and it just makes you wonder. It makes you think, kind of makes you open your eyes a little more, and who knows? For all we know, government could give this guy 100 bands that he can give to his family, and now he just takes a murder charge, but he said his family if it's success. I don't know. Who knows, man?
Yeah. You never know,
man. It's just a weird coincidence.
Yeah, we don't know.
Every time something happens, there's a way to find.
Yeah, and I think it could be two things. It could be kind of like the problem with social media and how they connect things sometimes. Kind of like with Triple X when he died. They said he faked his death. People were believing that for a sec. But then it also it keeps our mind open and it doesn't let us believe. It's like what they say. Believe half of what you see. No, yeah. Don't believe what you hear, but believe half of what you see.
Yeah.
You know. So, I mean, I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I don't like talking too much either because I keep my mouth shut because you never know what's going on, man. You never know. You never know.
You're right.
All right. So, do you have like you wanted to make like a
Yeah, you know,
a piece for Nipsey?
Yeah, I just been writing. I'm always writing. I'm not gonna freestyle like I told you. When I freestyle, people just comment, and instead of focusing on the bars, they said it's not a freestyle.
Yeah.
But it's dope. But it's not a freestyle.
It's about the message.
So you know
yeah.
what? I got a little message. I wrote it. It's more poetry to me. So yeah, I could flow on something, and I'll read what I wrote.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Put my 10-year challenge up on the screen. 18, I saw work with Latin kings. Nowadays, new dudes ratting their own team. They like an Indian last name, they all sing, not me. The kid just way too thorough. Try me, get tossed off of the tri-borough. Talk money, I talk back and talk plural. When I die, put red and black on my mural. Who the nicest? I said I'm Albanian, they thinking that I'm ISIS. Way too ignorant, that MAGA hat don't make you righteous. I ain't Jesse Smollett, if I pull it, it's a crisis. Got my bachelor's degree, but I could've went to Rikers. I swear I'd rather sit around and politic with lifers. The 9-to-5 rat trap got us like some mices. Ironic how the crackers get the cheese and give us prices. But this a different drive and they couldn't buy my license. Yeah, and rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Crazy how we never even met him, but he touched you. Told us it's a marathon, don't never let him rush you. Married to the streets, but that shit'll never love you. I'm thinking now his wifey and his daughter crying puddles. It happens every day, but still don't justify the puzzle. Like what is God's plan? What's the purpose of the struggle? You finally see the light and it's the wrong end of the tunnel. Damn, really got me in my duffel. Feel like time's limited, I'm trying to make it double. They from the Amazon, fire sticks in the jungle. But we just want to motivate and teach them to be humble. It's the gift of the gab. A little bit of confidence will get you the bag. The whole damn world seen his victory lap. We can meet him at the finish line and give it all back. Word.
Thanks, man. Thank you for that. We appreciate it, man.
Of course, man.
And again, rest in peace, Nipsey. You know, always losing good people out here. You know, I'm like, you know, I just love the culture, man, and what these people use with their platforms. And you know, he was doing something good with his platform, and it's just sad. It's sad. You know, it's sad.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully, people could see any positive out of it and just pick up from where he left off at.
Yeah, I hope, man. I hope. And you said something that's just insane and strong. It's like you love the streets, but they don't love you back.
Yeah.
You get married to the streets, but they don't love you back.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and I was just talking about that. It's like, see, he's giving back so much, and he, like, I remember his brother was like, they wanted to move, like, get away once they made their money.
Yeah.
They wanted to move away, but his brother was like, no, let's go back to where we started, finish what we started, and build our store here in the corner that we used to always hang out.
Yeah.
They did it. They made money. He listened to his brother, but then they didn't. They tried their best to help out, and at the end, it took him out. So, yo, Twizz, I really appreciate you coming through, man. This was really fun, and I hope you come through again. And we can't wait to see what you create. Looking forward to working with you in the future too. We gotta make some things happen together.
Yeah,
You know my style. I like to have fun, crazy. So, you know.
I got some stuff ready.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up when we cut the cameras. I'll pull it up. I got some new beats and joints ready. So we're gonna get you back in the booth and make something happen.
It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. You know,
Always
the weather's nice.
working.
The weather's getting better,
Yeah.
and finally we can go out and film. Cause you know we're like hermits when the weather is like horrible.
Cold out here, man.
Yeah. Anyway, Rob, thank you so much for coming through.
Yeah.
If there's any final words you wanna throw out there, or any closing remarks?
You know, stay motivated. Coming here, motivation. I appreciate you having me here. Don't think too hard, guys. Just have fun. Don't forget to have fun. That's it. I mean, that's what I always tell myself.
Yeah.
You get stressed over everything, you almost forget to take time for yourself. Just relax, my guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true. And also, if you have anything that you wanna promote, your social medias or anything,
Yeah, man,
go
just hit
ahead.
me up. Instagram is Rob Twizz, ROBTWIZZ. Twitter, RTwizz. Facebook, RTwizz Music. So you're better off just Googling or YouTubing. And I'm trying to get my subs up too. So, you know, I'm going to put out more content and push the YouTube out too. It's Team Twizz 101. So you'll see me on that.
So there you go, guys. Be sure to subscribe, like, hit that notification bell. comment below what else you would like to see, and if something that you want us to work on, also write that in the comments below. We might make it happen. If we do, we'll give you a shout out. All right.
Yeah, drop a comment. Tell them to stop playing so we can get some music videos.
All right, let's do it. What's up, guys?
Loved it. Okay, we still got more to do, guys.